Hello and welcome everybody. I'm Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. I've got this week's Pick a Card weekly tarot reading. Okay, pick a number now between 1 and 5 and I'll do a psychic tarot interpretation for you. Okay, let's move to the board now. Here we go. Okay, so we're doing card number one. And I'm closing my eyes. What do I see? I see scissors cutting paper. What is it? Rock, paper, scissors. But scissors cutting paper is like cutting something out of your life. It's like getting very defined about something and coming up with a plan in order to action that. But you could be cutting something out of your life. Let's get a bit more clarification with the cards here. We're doing card number 1. The card that comes out is the Tower card. This is a card that keeps coming out. There's a lot of Uranian influence around at the moment. Last night I dreamt of lightning, and you'll see there's lightning in this card, and it's the effect of Uranus. I actually have Uranus squaring Uranus at the moment, which it can mean all sorts of things, but one of the things is retirement. No, I am not going to retire, so don't worry. But this card, if you have any sort of intuition at all and you've been paying attention to what's going on, you realise that there's a structure in your life or something you've built up in your mind that is really built on shifting sands. You'll know that it's not working properly for you. So this week, either you'll make the decision to cut it out or the decision will be made for you. A lot of people are sort of nervous about this card. It's completely understandable. However, like I said, if you've got any sort of intuition, you already know about it. So it doesn't have to be the shock that it's portrayed to be. And I always think that anything that's sort of cut out of your life or removed from your life is because you're on a journey and you're outgrowing that situation. Okay, so it's a major arcana card. It can be life-changing. It doesn't really indicate which area of your life it relates to, but something is coming to an end, and it could be, sometimes with Uranus, for example, it could be unpredictable, or it could be like a volatile situation that's constantly changing. Okay, if you think of a lightning storm, it is quite volatile and there's a lot of power there. How can you harness that power? That's a question to ask yourself. Okay, we're moving on to number 2 now. Card number 2, what do I see? Okay, I'm in a car driving, I'm pulling over to the left. I'm actually picking up passengers. This says to me that you've got other people on your journey. You're going through life's journey and you're picking new people up, perhaps. Maybe you're going to meet some new people who are on a similar path to you and you go along together for a while, which is nice. Okay, so the card that comes out about that is the 10 of Wands. It's about you've been on a journey here. However, this has been quite a hard journey and there's been a lot of weight and oppression on your shoulders. It's now time to let go of that weight. It's like you've climbed the mountain, you've been there, you've done that, you've done the hard yards. There's no reason to keep on carrying this burden from the past, okay? So you're about to start a new cycle if you've picked number 2. A lot of green in this card, so there'll be a lot of learning and a lot of growth, but a new beginning coming. The 10 of Wands is a 1 and a 0. New beginnings after a period of waiting. So you might even feel a little bit frustrated because you have to wait before you can start the new thing. However, this is coming to an end, and rightfully so. You might have felt quite enthusiastic about this journey that you took originally, but now it's just, like hard work. Okay, that's number 2. Alrighty, number 3. What do I see for number 3? Geez, what's this mean? Nuclear silos. I don't think I've ever seen a nuclear silo before in a vision. And it's suggesting there's a lot of power. You have a lot of power but you have to be very careful how you use it because it can be dangerous. There's so much power here for number 3. Then I'm under the ocean and there's like swirling currents and you're just going with the flow like a Pisces, which is a good thing because it would take too much energy to fight it. So you're doing the right thing in your life at the moment, just going along with the flow. The nuclear thing is still around me and I'm feeling like that's the way you're going to go down, like some contemporary, modern, new way of doing things, but you have to be very careful with it because it brings so much power to you, okay? You don't want it to fall into the wrong hands either. You want, to have people around you with integrity, okay? And it's important that you have integrity yourself. Okay, number 3 is my number, so let's see what card comes out because I'm very curious. Queen of Cups, I've been getting this for a while. Probably out of all the cards, this is the card that probably works for me a lot of the time. So somebody in touch with their emotions, feeling everything, but looking at the big picture viewpoint at the same time. Feet in the ocean, but on the sand, seated on the sand, being practical, down to earth, but in touch with the subconscious waters, while thinking about things and looking at the big picture as well. This is somebody who's really in touch with their emotions, and it's your emotions that get you, it's like the quickest way to get you into spirit. Your emotions can take you there. There's a really fine line between, your emotions and your spiritual life, and emotions can get you there really quite quickly. So really useful. Blue and green, growth, optimism, and this is sort of like a jade, so there's a fair degree of communication that goes with this card as well, communicating about the things you love. Okay, number 3. Number 4, what do I see? It's sort of strange energies today, isn't it? Unusual sort of energies, not negative, just I'm a bit curious because they're a bit different. Okay, number 4, big spiral of energy coming down into the top of your crown chakra, so really getting closer to your spiritual life this week. If you've picked number 4, what's that? Weaving fabric, weft and waft threads. So this is maybe like a tapestry, or it's like the story of your life. Then there's a rocket taking off, a new project about to begin, or a new idea even about to begin, and they're saying something that's never been done before. Okay, so a new thing is about to take off in your life, but you haven't done it before. The card that comes up is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, it's about your money, and as you can see, there is some degree of strength here. Okay, the line, being very strong. Sometimes this is like knights can represent young people, so there could be like children around you, or like young adults actually, not actual children. But there could also be something to do with travelling, because knights do get around, they do get around a fair bit. But this is somebody who really believes in themselves and who has a lot of potential. So they're looking to the future, and it can be quite a positive and strong future. The important thing is to go and explore different ways of making money, and that obviously would include ways that you can use your integrity, okay, because what goes around comes around, so it's really important to practice what you preach. So travel and changes in residence as well can be indicated by that card. All right, number 5 is alive. Number 5 is alive. What do I see? Still fixated on that line there. Something I'm not saying. What is it? Intuition. Okay, trust your intuition to take you forward in life, and you can look at new ways of making money there. But yeah, maybe travel overseas too. All right, number 5 is alive. What do I see? Okay, pop the cork. It's not a bottle of champagne. I was going to say, oh, that's celebrations. It's not. It is some sort of alcohol, though, and the top comes off. So I feel like it's time for socialising. I can hear chit-chat in the background. Having a good time, but not going overboard with it. So get out with some friends, meet some new people if you pick card number 5. The card that comes up is the King of Swords. This is probably not conducive to meeting new people. It's being very logical and practical and down to earth. Sometimes this can be quite a ruthless energy. You may meet somebody like this. Sometimes it's somebody like a lawyer, for example. This person has a lot of intuition, but they use analysis and logic with their intuition. So, they're probably formidable opponent, so to speak. If you were to get into an argument with them, they could probably run rings around lots of people in arguments. Seated on a diamond with a diamond at the back, that's because there's been heat and pressure. That's how they've got to this state, to where they're at, is from the pressure they've had in the past, and they've learnt to use their mind to deal with it. There is, however, a lot of new butterflies at the top, which suggests new life, new ideas coming through as well, which is actually a beneficial thing. A lot of people don't like this card. Sometimes it's very necessarily, though, even if there is a tendency to be ruthless, okay? I would say if you meet someone like this, that's fine. If you've got a lawyer like this, it's probably going to work for you. They'll probably be successful. However, it's important that if you know anyone like this, or you have this energy in yourself, that you run it through a human heart and have some sort of compassion with it. Okay, if you put this to astrology, to the elements, maybe, it would be like an air sign. It would be like Aries, Gemini, Libra, or Capricorn, but not really like Libra, because Libra's more compassionate. It's probably, out of all the star signs, it probably relates to Capricorn the most. Okay, so that's it. Only one major arcana: Wands, Cups, Pentacles and Swords. Very balanced, very kind of similar overall energy to what I did on Facebook earlier this morning. So that's it for this week. Okay, everybody, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a fabulous week and that you can look at those cards. Even the Tower, which, I know does frighten people. Sometimes it is appropriate to cut things off, though. Okay, leave a like and a comment and subscribe and be alive if you're not already subscribed. Thanks very much. I'll catch you all again soon. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.